EA Sports.
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and beautiful Keenan City, nestled beneath the pine trees. The home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, fired up and ready for this energized battle. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, against the 18th ranked team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Ducks will kick this deep to start us off. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. Runs through the defender. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Tar Heels looking to keep this drive rolling. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Aiming for the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC. Now here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out. It's low. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain.
Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That's reeled in. It's Holden. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Gabriel. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The end of the first quarter. North Carolina 7, Oregon 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes a quick catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On the ground, it's James. Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Gets past the tackler into open space now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights off a defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the Tar Heels will look to convert here on 4th down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Tries to get it to the running back. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
We'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great job of playing assignment football here against the option by this defense. Every aspect of that play was taken away. The quarterback got into desperation mode and loses yards. Now they're behind the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone.
Get set.
Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
From the 12-yard line, it's 2nd and long now. To throw, it's Gabriel. Quick throw to the left. And he's got it.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking for a gap. It's Hampton. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, the returner fumbled it. Recovered by the kicking team now. They'll steal a possession here.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Off the RPO, caught to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safety.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He shreds the tackle. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. And it's blocked. The kick was low. And the defense scoops, and he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the defense look slow that time.
Oregon, number 0 with the return.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
21, Oregon 14.
And the Tar Heels will kick this away to get the second half going. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Oregon offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Johnson. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The completion makes it 2nd down. He'll hand it off. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
On the out route, he steps down back at the 49-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? To the air, it's Gabriel. Looking for the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The ball near midfield. No punting tee. The offense is going for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. The ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. He hands it off from the gun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Pickup of 5. 4th down coming up.
And the Tar Heels will look to convert here on 4th down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
It's a run to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Wideout's now clustered. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They tackle on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14.
That makes the score North Carolina 28, Oregon 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Fighting off the defender. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And third and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, North Carolina 28, Oregon 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back to pass. It's Gabriel. Receiver makes the grab. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Ferguson. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gained to the 35-yard line.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Completion makes it second and short. Looking to throw again. Launching it. Now the senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. So it's third and short, the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The sure hands. It's James. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21.
That makes the score North Carolina 28.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 92, set to kick off.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
He's brought down at the 31. Coming up, 4th down.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. The pass rush closing in, and it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
At the 14-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead, but instead they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
North Carolina, 28.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's tackled after the catch. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out. He's got some space. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And the